Hello there, Penguins fan, I'm Monitor, and welcome back to the F1 Roundup. Today we're talking about the 2023 Japanese Grand Prix, which, I'll be completely honest, I didn't watch at the time. I've had to watch it back, because unfortunately I was working, and it was 6 o'clock and I was going to work at 7, so I didn't watch it. I thought I'd watch it in one big go, so I didn't watch it live for one of the first times this season. But yeah. And it was an interesting Grand Prix weekend. Red Bull won the Constructors' Championship thanks to Verstappen winning the Grand Prix, but it's very, very much been the Max Verstappen show in recent weeks for Red Bull, as Sergio Perez again struggled. He DNF'd on lap 15. It was his 13th win of the season for Verstappen, and he actually had a bit of challenge over the first two corners. He had to fend away the McLarens of Piastri and Lando Norris, and by the way, what a run they're having. To be in such good form after such a honking start is unbelievable. Really good showing from them. There's still a considerable gap between Verstappen and the rest, but McLaren have really come under it, and I would say at the moment, probably the second quickest car out there. They're quicker than Ferrari, probably quicker than Mercedes, and definitely quicker than the Aston. So you've got Red Bull who are in a league of their own, and you've got McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Aston who are there or thereabouts, very close to each other. Then you've got Alpine, then you've probably got Alfa Romeo, Williams, AlphaTauri, and all that jazz. Speaking of AlphaTauri, Liam Lawson, P11, great performance. I'm really doing a good job out there at the moment. But yeah, after the first few corners, Verstappen just went into his own race like he has done so many times this season. Norris did get past Piastri, and then he followed home in third. They had to pass George Russell after the final pit stops as he tried a rare one-stop strategy. So he had an early, hectic and feisty battle with his teammate, but it didn't pay off. McLaren's passed him, both onto turn 1, and then he was passed by Charles Leclerc. In the closing laps, Russell also lost out to Hamilton, Sainz, and dropped down to 7th, with Hamilton 5th and 6th. But yeah, he was just in a league of his own, Verstappen, today. And Verstappen could be the world champion in Qatar, as long as Perez doesn't score more than 6 more points than Verstappen in the sprint. The Dutchman will be champion for the 3rd time in a row. So fair play to Max. He's having a very good season. Well, legendary season. It was a very on-edge battle at Mercedes at the start. Weren't happy with it. Well, they're never happy with each other at the moment. But yeah, they had a bit of a stinker. Perez also had a stinker, as he had a little oopsie at the start with a front wing damage on the first lap, forced Hamilton wide, and then it just got worse. Coming into pits in the safety car, he passed Alonso, earning himself a penalty for overtaking under caution. Passed 3 cars as the exit of the pits, for them go again, was not an influence on this. When trying to make up for his first cock up, he made a clumsy attempt on Kevin Magnussen in the hairpin and clattered Vince Verdane, damaging his front wing again. Red Bull did try to get him back in rest, but it was pointless. He pulled in pits to retire, but in almost comedic scenes, he rejoined to serve his penalty, but then for retiring for good. I personally think that loophole should be covered up. I don't think Perez should have been allowed to have done that, but that's what he did. So let's talk about quali. Sargent, Zhou Guanyu, Nico Hulkenberg, Lance Stroll, Bottas out in Q1. Sargent even set a time officially. Stroll struggled again. He's not good enough for that Aston. He's not good enough. Simple as that. In Q2, so Magnussen, who's had a disappointing season. Esti Besti, Albon, who's having a fantastic season. Gasly and Liam Lawson, who's doing very, very well. Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez into Q3 for the first time in what feels like years. Charles Leclerc 4th, Lando Norris 3rd, Piastri 2nd, Max 1st. What a performance by the two McLarens to get up there. Yeah, there was 6 attempts between Verstappen and Piastri though, so fair play to Max Verstappen. So let's go through the race now. The fastest lap point went to, have a guess, Max Verstappen. Then it was, but we start off with non-finishers. Both Williams of Sargent and Albon, Lance Stroll, Checo Perez, and Valtteri Bottas. So, of the runners, Magnussen and Hulkenberg were 15th, 14th, Zhou 13th, Yuki Tsunoda 12th, Liam Lawson 11th, Pierre Gasly 10th, Esti Besti 9th, Fernando 8th, George Russell 7th, Carlos Sainz Jr. Lewis Hamilton 5th, Charles Leclerc 4th, Oscar Piastri 3rd, Lando Norris 2nd, Max Verstappen 1st. I think Red Bull have to move on from Checo. He's a shadow of what he once was, even a year ago, even at the start of the season. He's got to go, and I think Ricciardo will probably come in to replace. So as we look towards the coming weeks, in 2 weeks' time we'll be going through the Qatar Grand Prix, and then in a month's time we'll be going through the United States Grand Prix. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the F1 Roundup. My name's Trevor, and I'll see you next time. But till then, see ya.